Hi everyone, I'm Scott Welts, and welcome to the Alert Brain Game. The game is simple. I'll be asking questions about the type of alerts we use. Contestants will have to give a description on what the alert means and the responsibilities for both staff and students. Each question is worth 100 points. Let's introduce our contestants. On my left is Superintendent Dr. Rhoda and Police Chief Scott Shoemaker. And to my right, Safety Coach Art Half Nelson.
Thanks, Scott. Oh, Coach Art knows a little about game shows. I was runner-up on The Bachelorette. Literally, the bus wouldn't stop. I had to run after it. Almost caught it, but it turned on the freeway.
Right. So, let's get started, shall we? First question is to you, Dr. Rhoda. What is a hold?
Let's see. Micah, really? Well, a hold means to stay in your room or area, clear the halls, and do business as usual. For staff, it means take a close look and lock the door and do a count for students and adults.
And for 100 points, can an all clear be given over the PA for this alert?
What do you think? Okay. Yes, in this case, an all clear can be given over the PA.
That is correct. Coach Art, your question is, what does the alert secure mean?
Isn't that where you tie down the mainsail and batten down the hatches?
Wrong, not even close. Art, that's sailing. Did you not understand the question?
I thought you meant metaphorically.
No! Now, Dr. Rhoda, this is your team's chance to steal. What does the alert secure mean?
Hey, I got this one. Secure means that staff will need to get everyone inside the building if you're outside. Lock outside doors, account for all students and staff, and do business as usual and keep situationally aware.
Very good. And for an extra 100 points, do we use the term secure and not lockout?
That is correct.
Coach Art, this is your question. What is a lockdown?
Isn't that a dance from the 70s?
No. Are you thinking the get down?
What? Was I even close? You know, this wasn't on the game show. Hey, do they have copies of the script?
I think that headband is restricting blood flow to his brain.
You get him off Craigslist?
Let's keep going. Dr. Rhoda, what is a lockdown?
Well, lockdown's where you lock all the doors, lights out, and stay out of sight.
I've lost my place. Oh, right. Students need to stay out of sight, maintain silence, and do not open the door.
Adults get students out of the hallway if possible, lock the classroom doors, turn out the lights, and move out of sight. Maintain silence, do not open the door, and prepare to evacuate or counter.
Right as always, Dr. Rhoda's team, you obviously studied. Okay, let's take a look at the score. Coach Art has 0 points, and that is no surprise to anyone. Dr. Rhoda's team, like the professionals they are, have an overwhelming lead. Now it's time for the lightning round. Coach Art, are you ready?
I'm energized, Scott.
Coach Art, what does the alert evacuate mean?
Can I phone a friend?
No, wrong game show.
But I have a friend.
I doubt that.
Can I use a lifeline?
Let's forget the lightning round. Dr. Rhoda's team, what does evacuate?
We're going to leave the building and go to the set rally points.
Students, leave all your belongings behind except your phone and follow instructions given.
And staff, you're going to lead students to the evacuation locations and account for all students and adults.
And notify the on-site commander or representative of anyone missing, anyone extra, or anyone injured.
That's right.
Once again, Dr. Rhoda's team, you have shown absolute composure and intelligence during this game.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. You, however, have been the worst contestant in this game show's history. How you have a teaching license, or any license for that matter, is beyond me. Everyone in this room and those watching at home now have lower IQs because of you. I'm afraid to ask you this last question because your response might cause me a brain aneurysm. Even if we worked with a team of therapists working 24/7, it still could not undo the damage you have done today.
You're welcome, Scott.
Coach Art, what is shelter?
Good luck.
This will be quick.
Shelter. Well, that's an alert for hazards that have a specific safety strategy. Like a fire drill, for example. For students and staff, those hazards would include, but not limited to, tornado, evacuate to the shelter area or take a shelter position under your desk, duck and cover, hazmat, where you seal the room or evacuate the area entirely, earthquake, drop, cover, and hold, much like you would do for a tornado, and of course, a tsunami, where you would get to higher ground, but if we have a tsunami in this state, you might want to grab a surfboard and hope for the best. You know, Coach Art knows a little about surfing. I was a surfing instructor for the University of Nebraska. I think Mr. Troyer was on that team. He was a real wipeout. Well, for adults, all these situations lead to safety strategy, account for students and adults, notify those in charge of anyone extra, missing, or injured.
That's correct. I don't know what to say.
Je suis très intelligent. Au revoir.
Can you tase him?
Vive la art!
Scott, I was thinking about hiring a safety professional.
My therapist, well, thank you for that.
Well, I got this resume from a retired military officer, and it's a major hazard. What do you think?
You just can't help yourself, can you?
Sorry.